Hey guys, YouTuber Internet here. Alright, now here I am continuing with my Christmas reviews for the year. And next up, for my next Christmas review, this is going to be a review for the Christmas episode from Batman the Animated Series, Christmas with the Joker. So yeah, so just like how I was talking about with Family Matters, I really do not know why I have never actually talked about Batman the Animated Series before. I mean, of course, Batman the Animated Series it is like regarded as like one of the greatest cartoons of all time, and even some people have even said like it's the best cartoon from the 1990s. And yeah, it is definitely like one of the best. I mean, yeah, when people talk about like the best cartoons from the 90s, people will say like stuff like a Batman the Animated Series or Animaniacs or yeah, those kinds of shows. Oh yeah, so this is definitely like one of the shows that will like definitely be up there for people to regard as like one of the best as the best cartoon from the 1990s. Yeah, and it really was just an iconic show. I mean, the opening itself was just like absolutely epic, and I really did like how they actually like reused the Danny Elfman theme from the Tim Burton movies for the theme song for the show. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that they did that for the show. Yeah, and of course, like it was just yeah, who doesn't remember Batman the Animated Series? Like just yeah, it just had like so many great episodes. It had like just great characters, some great voice actors, and yeah, I mean Batman the Animated Series, it was just great. Yeah, and this was really like the only Christmas special that the show ever had. And yeah, and so yeah. So Batman Returns is not the only Christmas themed Batman project that they did. Like, of course, this is another like a Christmas themed Batman project. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, and overall, I did think that this episode was pretty good. I mean, yeah, this was only like just the yeah, I think this was just like the well, it was during like the first episode of the first season of the show, and yeah, it was like just the 38th episode of the entire show. Yeah, and overall, I did think this was pretty good. I mean, the story for this um, episode, it is pretty simple. All it really is just how the Joker ends up escaping from Arkham Asylum, and so yeah, and Batman and Robin are out to recapture him, and Joker is just like setting like a trap for a Batman and Robin that is really Christmas is oriented, and he just is like playing like a whole bunch of mind games with Batman and Robin. How he's just like tampering with like their Chris with their TV signal to like put out like a whole bunch of different Christmas programming. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and yeah, and like it shows that he's like holding like a Commissioner Gordon, Summer Gleason, and Harvey Bullock captive, and yeah, and so Batman and Robin really need to actually find the Joker and save the three of them by midnight. So yeah, and that is pretty much like just what this episode is really consisting of. Just Batman and Robin trying to track down the Joker and save Commissioner Gordon, Summer Gleason, and Harvey Bullock before or the time runs out. Yeah, so yeah, and so yeah, that's basically what the episode really is. Them just like trying to track the Joker down. Yeah, but yeah, it's not like very well. I really did like do like how just the Joker is just like constantly messing with Batman and Robin throughout the episode. How he's just like trying to set them up to kind of like just like throw them off, and how they also have to actually like avoid the obstacles that the Joker has set for them. And they really are just like doing everything they can to really like track down the Joker and really like stop him from committing this act of murdering Commissioner Gordon, Summer, and Harvey. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so I really do like this episode. Yeah, I did like how like in this episode, like it starts off with like the Joker in Arkham Asylum as the other inmates of the asylum are like decorating a Christmas tree. They're like singing jingle bells, and then Joker like takes over and like actually like sings the Jingle Bells Batman Smells iteration of the song. And yeah, yeah, and yeah, and in this episode, like as it starts off, like once like um Batman and Robin learn about like the Joker escaping from Arkham Asylum, like it shows how Dick is really just trying to reason with Bruce about like how the Joker really is not likely to uh, cause mayhem on Christmas Eve, which is when this episode is set. And then, yeah, and Dick just like wants to relax and just enjoy Christmas Eve by having dinner and actually watching It's a Wonderful Life. But yeah, Bruce then just like says that they have to find the Joker, and even like when they do realize that the Joker is out there and he's pirated the television signal, they realize that what they see what the Joker's up to, and so then they do actually have to find him and capture him. So yeah, and Joker is just like really creating, as I said, a whole bunch of obstacles to just try to slow Batman and Robin down. Like as they're like trying to track him down. At one point, the Joker ends up having like two of his henchmen named appropriately Donner and Blitzen to tie in with Christmas. Yeah, they end up like blowing up part of a train bridge, and there's like a train coming in, and it's gonna end up like crashing and killing everybody on it. Which yes, even Summer's mother was actually on the train. So then, yeah, Batman ended up like like uh, putting the Batmobile like in autopilot as they were able to like approach the train. And so Batman and Robin then just like worked on saving the passengers and the engineer here of the train. So yeah, they were able to do that with Robin decoupling the passenger cars and able to lock in the brakes, and then Batman was able to rescue the engineer before the his locomotive section actually went off the bridge. Yeah, yeah, and then eventually Batman was able to uh, pinpoint the location of the Joker signal to the Gotham Observatory. Yeah, yeah, and then when they arrived, they then like saw that it was really just a decoy, and then Batman and Robin then like were just like trying to like distract the computer guidance system as Robin was able to break into the observatory, and then it showed that Donner and Blitzen like were like trying to shoot them down. But yeah, they were able to avoid them, and then eventually like they then discovered that like the signal was not actually broadcasted in that location, and then as like midnight was approaching, then like they eventually realized that um Joke like if as Batman was like tuning into the Joker's broadcast that he was pirating, he then noticed that the Harlequin or the Harlequin of Hate presented Summer with a present, and it was like shown to be a Betty Blooper doll. Oh, and so then Batman then realized that Betty Blooper dolls actually haven't been made since the Laughcoat Toy Factory ended up going out of business 14 years earlier. So then that's when like Batman realized that factory was actually the location of where Joker's signal was coming from. So yeah, so then yeah, they were able to arrive at the factory, and then yeah, they then eventually then were able to um arrive in the at the factory. But yeah, they were then just avoided like more obstacles from the Joker, or which like consisted of like robotic toy soldiers and electric airplanes stuff. Yeah, and then eventually then Donner and Blitzen then tried to shoot them down, but yeah, Batman and Robin were able to uh, outsmart them as Batman left one of his capes as a decoy for them to shoot at, which eventually like made like a giant bear fall and pin them down to the ground. Yeah, yeah, and then they and Batman and Robin eventually then found Joker and saw that the hostages were now tied over a vat of boiling molten plastic, which and yeah, and they were just cut away from being drowned in it. So then, yeah, Joker then just told Batman to take like the gift that Joker had for him. So then, yeah, Batman ended up taking the gift, and it just ended up being a harmless, just a pie in the face gag. And so then, as Joker was laughing, he then cut the rope, but Batman was able to uh, save the three of them before they could actually fall into the vat. Yeah, yeah, and then then as the Joker then tried to escape, as Robin was freeing the hostages, Batman then chased Joker down, and then Joker then eventually slipped on a roller skate and almost fell into the vat, but Batman was able to catch Joker before he was able to fall, and then just said to him, "Merry Christmas, Joker." And so then, yeah, then that's then when Joker ended up being recaptured and turned back over to the authorities. Yeah. Then it cut back to um Bruce and Dick at home, and it showed that they were watching "It's a Wonderful Life," and Commissioner Gordon let them borrow it. And yeah, and then Dick just commented that the movie, well, as the movie ended, he just commented that it truly is a wonderful life. As Bruce then responded with, "It does have its moments." Yeah, and then the episode then concluded with Joker just in a cell back in Arkham, wrapped in a straitjacket as he was singing and deck the halls. Yeah, and then as it just a panned out from him inside the cell, inside of a straitjacket, before it cut to black, he just said "Merry Christmas," and then then that's how the episode ended. So yeah, so overall, yeah. While the episode really does have just the typical Batman episode premise, yeah, it is still a really good episode. I do like how the Joker really does just put Batman and Robin through all this. I do like how he really does make all of his tactics very Christmas related with all these toys that he puts out as obstacles for Batman and Robin, and his two henchmen, Donner and Blitzen, and just all this Christmas style stuff that the Joker does to really toy around with Batman and Robin. Yeah. Yeah, so overall, yeah, I do think that this is a pretty good Christmas episode. Yeah, so as far as how it comes, as far as if I recommend this episode, I mean, it is Batman the Animated Series after all. So I mean, and is there really anything not to recommend about it? I mean, the animated series is a classic, so of course it's worth watching. But as far as Christmas specials go, if you are looking for a Christmas special, I mean, I think that this, if you do like Batman, if you're a Batman fan, I guess this would be good to check out. And if you just want to see a Batman style Christmas story done, and if you are looking for something that's really more Christmas oriented than Batman Returns is, where it's not really anything really set around Christmas, the movie's just set around Christmas. If you really, well, it's set during Christmas, I should say. Yeah, if you really do want something that really is more Christmas oriented with a Batman tone to it, yeah, this is definitely has more of a Christmas tone than Batman Returns does. So yeah, if that's something that you're looking for, yeah, this is definitely what you will get. Well, yeah, you'll definitely get that from this episode. So yeah, so I just really can't really say that this isn't really worth a watch. I mean, like I said, it is Batman the Animated Series after all. So yeah, I mean that factor alone really does make it worth watching. But yeah, yeah, like I said, if you're just looking, if you want to see a Christmas special done in a Batman style tone, yeah, this is definitely some what you'll get out of it. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess that's really the best way I can put it. All right. So yeah, so I guess that is all I can really say about it. So yeah, yeah. So definitely it's it's good, and yeah, and it is worth checking out, especially like if you are a fan of Batman. So yeah. All right, so yeah, so I guess that's all I really have to say about it. All right, so yeah, so this does it for my review of the Christmas with the Joker episode of Batman the Animated Series. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review, and stay tuned for more Christmas reviews coming along with the other reviews I'm doing. All right, so yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.